Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag.
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
More
love you.
wine.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is Ill-advised.
Hi, Biffs.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Oh, welcome to Ill-advised.
The podcast where two best friends tell you what to do when someone else already has.
Like Jimmy Fallon.
And not Will Ferrell.
I love Will Ferrell.
Do you?
I do.
I mean, he's all right.
I love him.
He's not my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he is funny. I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
But sometimes I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my opinions to myself.
Safe bet. Safe bet.
I like to be controversial, but when it counts.
Ooh.
This doesn't matter.
Very true.
You know?
Yeah.
How you doing, Beth?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's Benna.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's Benna.
That's nice.
Same?
I think the last episode or 2 episodes ago, I said the hardest same you've ever hearted. And this is even harder.
This is even harder.
Harderer.
Oof.
Like that NBA commercial. Have you seen it? I can't even articulate it. Forget it. It's just harderer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, forget it.
I don't think I got that
I'll
one.
just edit that out.
Or don't.
Or don't. If you know what NBA commercial I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just harderer. I'm exhausted.
Yes.
I'm so exhausted.
Hardest same.
And just fuck it.
Fuck it.
Just fuck it.
You, where's your glass of wine, Beth?
Oh, I'm going to pick it up after I read this bottle.
Oh.
Do you want me to read it now?
How are you going to do that?
It's right here next to me.
You can reach without.
Hi.
Hi.
6'3". My arms are proportionate. I'm like a gorilla. I can hit the floor.
Yeah, one arm is not 6'3".
I said my arms are proportionate to
I
my
know.
stature.
Right. Not 6'3".
They're not 6. No, my arm is not 6'3".
Right.
Right. That would be a false claim. I am not a giant.
You look so...
Stop it.
Oh
my
my
arms
God,
would start at my
Slender
ear.
You
Ew.
are Slender Man.
I'm Slender Man. You're an asshole.
Fluff it.
I'm going to drink. Because you're an
Fine.
asshole. Oh, there's a little bit left in the bottle.
Because it won't fit in these damn
No
mugs.
shit. There's a lot in this bottle.
Clearly.
Cote Mas. That I can't. Cote. Oh, hey, Cote Mas. 2022 Rose Aurore from Sud de France.
Oh.
Or the south of France, I believe.
Mm.
I'm just talking out of my ass now. It is 50% Grenache Noir, 30% Saint-Saul. I have no fucking clue what this wine is. I've never heard of it in my life. Cinsault, Cinsault, and 20% Syrah. That one we know. Cote Mas is an invitation to experience our rural luxury.
Oh.
The Domaine Paul Mas lifestyle signature. Oh, that's the rest of that sentence.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what the rural luxury is. Sharing our landscape, climate, warm welcome, and our products from the terroir together with a glass of wine will bring you true emotions. This blend shows nice love colors. Thanks. It's made with traditional Mediterranean varieties,
I do like the color.
Grenache Noir, Citron, and
Rose
Syrah.
gold. Rose gold.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is.
Drink responsibly. I guess I'll just drink the rest of this bottle.
That's the responsible thing to do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think I got an accurate representation with this little drop that I just drank.
I think I like it.
You think?
Yeah.
You'll find out after 2 more sips?
Yep.
All right, let me just find mine here by feel. Okay, number 2.
Good job, Slender Man.
Thank you very much.
Number 2. What were you going to call me?
I don't know. I was trying to come up with something. And then I said slender puckerer in my head.
Are you real friends if you haven't puckered together?
What does it mean to pucker with your best friend? That would be going on Google and researching cockroaches and both having the creepy crawlies.
Making your butt pucker.
And me saying I puckered by association.
Let's drink.
Yeah. I think I love.
Yeah, I love it.
We've been doing very well with the wines lately.
You know, what's funny is just from looking at the bottle, I'm not sure I personally would have been like tempted to select it?
So I picked it because of the bottle, obviously.
Because you liked it, or
'Cause I
did
thought-
you?
I've never had this, so the bottle was cute. I was like, it's different. It's not something we usually get, but usually we get like a more
Cute,
sophisticated
fancy, exactly.
looking. And I was like, no, I want to pick something that we wouldn't pick.
It's funny because
And it's cute.
based off of just the bottle alone, my first thought was like, I'm not sure I'm gonna love this one, but I love it.
Yeah, I do love it. I love how colorful that label is.
It is.
It's like, it definitely gives you like summertime vineyard vibes.
Yeah, I don't know what it gives me. I don't want to be disrespectful because I like the wine, so it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Stephanie would just not have bought in this one unless she tried it beforehand.
I love Will Ferrell.
Yeah. I love Jimmy Fallon. Number 3. Can you pick out any flavors? Because I can't. It almost tastes like an unripe fruit, but I don't know which one. Like right when it's about to change, so it's not so sour anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a nectarine right before you pick it.
I've never tried a...
Me either. I'm just going by off of what I think.
I know, because the bottle didn't even give you...
Not even like no tasting notes.
Yeah. Just said something about love colors.
I guess if we knew what a Grenache Noir was or a Cinsault.
True.
You know what I mean?
Isn't ganache chocolate?
No,
chocolate
that's
ganache.
Ganache.
What did you say?
Grenache.
Uh,
I don't know if that's spelled.
Grenache?
It's spelled Grenache. That means there's an E at the end.
Grenache?
Grenache. Yo, girl, you Grenache. I don't know. I don't know what a Cinsault is. I've never heard of it in my life. But a Syrah, we've had a million of those, and I still can't pick that out here.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's nice and dry, so
We love it.
we love it.
I say a 4.5.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you giving it a negative 0.5 because of the bottle?
No, just because I don't know what it tastes like. It just tastes good.
It tastes great. Yeah. You have questions this week.
I have questions.
Can you tell
every
how
week.
low energy we are?
Oh my gosh.
We literally
I know, we're
mirror
not even
each other
drunk yet.
too, which is the worst
Every
thing.
second.
All the time.
So like,
I haven't slept. Me either.
same.
All right.
I'm on my period. Same.
Every time. Every time.
Yes, we have a newbie.
Newbie?
We have a newbie.
Newbie badoobie?
Yes, Biff.
Thank
A
you.
newbie badoobie.
Newbie. And
He must have been hanging out with my child.
well, you know, there's no better company.
Natalie Bencivenga. I don't know if
Wow.
I'm saying that right.
That sounded very Cuban,
Ooh.
the way you said it.
Well, not sure if that's the correct enunciation. This is You Express. Ask Natalie from You Express. And this one is from April 5th, 2023. Best friend knew your husband was cheating and didn't tell you? Question mark.
Let me find out. Let me find out that you ever would keep that secret from me. I know
Girl.
you never would. You'd tell me
I'd
after
kill
you've
him.
already confronted him.
I'd kill him in front of you. And when you asked me why I was killing him, I would tell you.
My
Because
point
he's
exactly.
cheating you.
See?
Cheating you. He's
Yeah.
cheating you.
It's same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Robbing me of my affection.
My goddamn loyalty.
Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because we're tired.
We're exhausted.
Dear Natalie, my supposed quote unquote best friend found out that my husband was cheating on me for months. She didn't tell me. Instead, she told all of our mutual friends.
Fuck off.
Everyone knew, and I was the last to find out. It was truly humiliating. No one wanted to tell me because they didn't feel as though it was their business. When I confronted my supposed best friend about it, she said she was afraid to get in the middle of my marriage. I then asked her why on earth would she talk about this behind my back then? She didn't have an answer. She hasn't truly apologized for this and doesn't see why I am hurt by her. She told me I am projecting. my anger about my marriage onto her and that I really should be mad at my husband. I am mad at him. We are in counseling and I truly don't know if we will make it. Because we have 2 small children, I feel as though we have to at least try and salvage our marriage. He said he cheated because I, quote, neglected him and spent too much time with our kids, unquote. I have no idea how to get my life and my friendships back on track. I feel betrayed by all of them. What should I do to shake this feeling? Signed, Ultimate Betrayal. Biff?
How many razor blades do you have?
A lot. I get the 3-month deliveries.
www.cuttingedge.com. I'm perplexed.
There's a lot to unpack here.
There is a lot to unpack. Let me address this because it came to my mind the second you said it, and I held on to it. And it was the friend who's afraid to get in the middle of the marriage. That was the quote, right? I was afraid to get in the middle of the marriage.
Yeah, something about that.
So you hear about this a lot. So I kind of understand the nervousness or the reticence to even say like your husband's cheating on you, because then you're kind of risking that friend being mad at you. And then like you're just jealous and all this stuff. Like you see the kind of stuff happen a lot. So I kind of understand that, only kind of.
Yeah.
But not only did you keep it to yourself, well, I'm sorry, but you didn't keep it to yourself.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't keep it to yourself. And instead, what you did was you gossiped about your best friend's marriage.
But her.
If it was none of your business,
exactly,
then it should have stopped when you found out. Yeah. And then maybe you had a fighting chance as a friend that like I didn't want to get in the middle of your marriage. Yeah. But you literally became a church hen.
Yep. And then had the nerve to, you're projecting.
That one.
Girl, let me project these hands.
You gonna catch them.
All of this. All of them.
It's been caught. But yeah, what do you do? Is that the question?
I have no idea how to get my life and my friendships back on track. I feel betrayed by all of them. What should I do to shake this feeling? First of all, do you want to get your friendships back on track with these people?
Yeah.
Who will tell everybody about your cheating ass husband except for you?
Yeah. I think I would have thought about it differently if you didn't spread this among your friend group. I would have had a little bit of a different mindset.
Super valid. Be like, look, that's a freaking huge piece of information.
Like, I saw it, but I don't have proof.
I don't even know how to bring this up.
Right.
Like, I have no clue. How do you even start that conversation? Like, hey girl, let's go get nachos and some drinks and chit chat about
you have something to tell me, don't you?
Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, that's just,
budding.
Now you're telling everybody in the friend group.
Right.
And having the nerve to be like,
gossiping.
Oh, it's not my business. Well, shut the fuck up.
Then shut the fuck up. You stay the course. If you are looking to reconcile your marriage,
these ain't your friends, first of all.
They're not your friends. They didn't tell you.
Right. We can debate.
Even these other friends, they could have been like, oh, like,
why are you telling
Stacy told me that yada, yada, yada about your husband. You should really ask her about it, but I didn't want to keep it from you. That would have been your friend.
Yep.
But everyone else, they wrote you off.
To gossip about you and your life, your home, your marriage, and then try to turn around and say you're projecting.
This is very
You're taking your anger out on your husband out on us.
Talk about projecting. Right?
Yep. I think we're together here.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even answer the question.
Well, you abandon all hope with these people, first of all.
Yeah.
And then you stay the course if you want to, work out your marriage and work out what's going on. Your husband telling you the reasons for his infidelity. Yeah,
we didn't even get there yet.
Him telling the reasons for your infidelity.
Neglected him and spent too much time with our kids. We didn't even get there. Spent too much time with our
kids. Okay, let's push neglected him to the side. We're going to feel how we feel about ourselves, right? We're going to feel how we feel, but spend too much time with our kids.
Where are you when your wife is
exactly
spending
where my
all
mind
this time with the kids?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, honey.
What is he playing video games while she's making them lunch or taking them to the park or
Being a mom.
being a mom?
Yeah.
Why aren't you being a dad?
Right.
So that you
Right.
could actually be like, oh, we're tired. Let's plan a date night and get someone to stay with the fucking
Yes.
men.
Honey, let's
Men.
put a movie on for all of us.
Men, gay, straight, trans, I don't care who you are. You identify as a man, this message is for you. You are a fucking dad. Act like one. And when your fucking relationship is on the rocks because your parents,
Because your wife is being a mom.
because your parents, you will
can't.
actually make an effort to reconcile that marriage by efforts of your own.
I can't stand she's spending all her time with the kids ass man. Your kids too.
Fucking,
Why aren't you spending all your
Right.
time with the kids?
why aren't we splitting
with
this
your
so that
wife?
at night I'm not so tired and maybe, just maybe, I'll look up at you while I'm giving you a blowjob?
I can't. This poor lady.
Fuck off.
I don't even feel like I want to give her advice because, like, fuck that man and fuck them friends.
Mm.
There's your answer.
Yeah. But it seems like she wants to work out her marriage, so
And
stay the
these
course.
friendships.
No, these friendships are gone. Sorry.
I just don't see her ever trusting any single one of these people
Amen.
again.
Ever again,
Despite
including him.
her best efforts.
Yeah.
She may try. She may do the couples counseling. She may tell her friends, I forgive you, whatever. Like, but never again in your life are you going to trust a single one of these people.
Yeah. But I think the whole couples counseling thing tells me that that's where she's at. You know, she thinks that she can find it. She can save her marriage. She thinks that she can find a way to forgive him. And also, you know, he can earn back that trust. So that's why I'm saying, like, stay the course with that.
No, yeah.
You know, if you think you can do this, then that's fine. Also, be okay if you can't. You're at where you're at. And, you know, in this case, this isn't through any fault of your own. You were just
Being a mom, apparently.
being a mom.
You're too good of a mom.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I can't
neglect
believe your kids are this healthy.
Let's see what.
Yeah. I've exhausted all of my thoughts.
Yeah, at least we're on the same page with this one.
Men.
Dear Ultimate Betrayal. Ooh, I'm loving her already.
Mhm.
Who needs enemies with friends like these?
Oh.
The truth is, if none of your friends were willing to bring this up to you, then can you call any of them a real friend?
Mhm.
If one of your friends had heard this from your so-called best friend and called you to tell you what she said, what would you have done? Would you have blamed the messenger, called your best friend, confronted your husband? Who knows? But you weren't given the option. Instead, your friends left you hung out to dry and humiliated. I would clean house. If there was someone in the friend group you really want to make amends with, contact them. Let them know how hurt you were by their lack of action. Let them explain their reasoning. Either accept it and move forward or walk away. It may be a scary time considering your marriage is in a delicate place to also feel as though you don't have anyone to lean on. So find at least one person in your circle that you can confide in and share what's on your heart. If you can't, find a good therapist. It isn't okay what happened to you. It isn't okay that everyone backstabbed you. But at the end of the day, you are allowed to forgive. But who you forgive and how long it takes is up to you. Fucking love it.
It's perfect. It leaves it a little bit more open than what we said, which is like, fuck them.
Fuck them bitches and that
Yeah.
man.
But I have no problem with that response at all.
I love it.
From my unprofessional perspective.
It was right to it.
We know what she felt
It was-
when she was writing this, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, because her head said what we said.
What we said.
But what
she's
she
a professional,
wrote.
right?
Yes. Good job, Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie. That was nice.
Not that we have to approve if you were
Right.
not.
Right. You don't need our validation.
But we love you so
Fuck
far.
us. We're at where we're at.
Okay. Next.
I'm ready.
Not sure how to remind a one-night stand they owe you money.
Oh. Venmo. When's this one from? Is this one from 1982? Like, I don't get it.
This is July 2023.
Okay. Of this year?
Yes.
Oh.
2023.
Oh. 2020. Okay.
That's what it said.
Yes.
July 2023.
Oh, so not July 23rd.
No. July 2023.
Okay. Okay.
2023.
Okay. Doing good, Beth. Doing good. Are you tired, honey?
So tired. My wine's not even half gone yet.
Mine
I'm
is.
just so tired.
Maybe you need some energy. Why don't you just chug a couple sips?
No shit. Biff, buckle up.
Oh, I don't have a seatbelt.
I'm taking a sip.
Take 3.
But
That was
really
a really
one.
big gulp.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that in there. Thank you. Yeah.
Dear Natalie, I found out that I was pregnant after the condom broke during a one-night stand recently. I had an abortion. Lucky to live in a state where that is still legal, as I have no interest in motherhood at this stage of my life. I didn't tell the guy I slept with because we weren't in a relationship and he wasn't someone that I wanted to pursue anything with. Well, my bestie told me I was wrong for not telling him, and then she encouraged me to DM him on Instagram and tell him that we needed to talk. So he and I met for coffee and I shared with him what happened. He was totally relieved and thanked me for reaching out and offered to pay for the abortion. I appreciated that and said we could split what the bill was and he could Venmo me. That was 2 weeks ago.
See, I was right.
He hasn't responded at all, and I feel really awkward reaching out to him about it. Should I just let it go? My friend thinks I should definitely follow up with him, but this is so weird. I want to put it all behind me. Is that wrong? I don't want to keep talking to him or drag things out about this. What should I do? Awkward Venmo-mint.
That's funny.
Awkward
That's a good one.
Yes.
This is interesting.
It is.
Can I highlight something very important here?
Sure.
You made a choice about your body. Congratulations. You also made a choice to include the would-be father. Congratulations. And even if you didn't make a choice.
If it was after the fact.
Well,
it's not really including. It's just kind of informing.
Right. You made the choice to inform him. That's
True.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
You made the choice to inform him, and that's congratulations. I love that you made choices for you that worked for you.
Yep.
Absolutely high five. And that's really the important thing for me. In regard to whether or not you should ask him.
Remind him, like, bruh, you owe me $350.
I would say because he offered, it's okay for you to do it. And if that's your hang up, then go forward. But if your hang up is more like, I really don't care and I really just want to be done with him, and you weren't going to ask him for money anyway, then let it go. And tell your friend to fuck off. Stop telling your friend. You didn't say best friend, right? There was no best friend in there?
I don't recall.
Yep. No, fuck that bitch.
I'm with you, well, not only for the fact, but a lot of because.
Oh, yes. Yes, a lot of because.
They used a condom and the condom broke.
Mm-hmm.
That is neither party's fault.
Right.
So I feel like I would be more apt to be like, no, he's also, this takes two.
Mm-hmm.
If it was more like, we were drunk and just didn't, whatever, and there was no condoms, there was no whatever, I would, but because it was like, not his fault, obviously not her fault.
Right.
And you're perfectly okay with being like, look, this happened. I dealt with it and I'm ready to just continue with my life. Let it go. If you feel more uncomfortable reaching out to him for money for it,
okay,
then you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can jump on board with that. If this was like
a one night stand, he didn't wear a condom, he didn't pull out, he didn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
He just was like, I don't give a shit.
Went against your wishes.
Whatever happens, happens.
Let me not put out the 4-letter R word.
No. No, not that.
Not that one.
But even just like I'm not being responsible,
Mhm.
whether it's she was okay with it or not,
Right.
then it's kind of like, okay, well, you know,
It's a little
you
bit
didn't
of a-
even try to like avoid this.
Mhm.
So you definitely can help me manage the situation. But because there was a condom, he obviously didn't, I'm assuming intentionally.
Bust
break.
it, baby.
Yes.
That was off the cuff. I did not rehearse that.
I feel like I would feel more awkward asking, like, hey, are you going to give me that money or not? You know what I mean?
Especially if I didn't plan on.
It's already done with. It's not like I'm waiting for that to like go
It's
through
already,
with this.
yeah. Like I wasn't
this
even
is
planning
already-
on telling. I'm just letting you know it's done.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't think I would have even gone that far.
I was just going to ask, like,
you're like,
what do we feel about that?
I feel like she was empathetic and made a choice that she felt like, let's put the friend aside, right? Like who encouraged her. The choice to inform the other party, especially a one-night stand, like I think that's big of you, you know, kind of there's a little bit of empathy there that, you know, maybe they would want to know but I don't think it was absolutely necessary. No,
not when it was, if you were like,
I don't think it was necessary at all.
Do?
Let me, thank you.
I'm over here trying to hold this back.
You should know by now.
Fuck shit.
I'm leaving this one in too. Yep.
It's good because it was you, not me.
We'll let one out and just even out the playing field, you dickhead.
I've been trying. So I think if like you were debating on keeping it or getting an abortion, or you don't know what to do, you don't know how, like, then yes, obviously speak to the owner.
Your co-signer.
But in this situation, it was a definite, there's no hesitations, there's no questions. This is what I needed to do for myself. I did that. Case closed.
Owner.
I know.
Ow.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
We should be tired all the time because these are our best episodes.
Or our worst.
Or our worst. We think they're great. I don't know how they perform.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say you owe nothing to...
You owe nothing. In fact,
to the owner.
What would you have done to the owner? What would you have done to the owner if he had disagreed with you?
It?
Right. After you were already like...
after it was done?
Right.
Or
it's already done in this case, right? So what would you do if he said...
Oh, if he freaked out and was like, oh my God, you're the devil.
What is that? Would you have felt guilty and been writing a different question?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that he can do or you can do. I honestly don't think you needed to tell him, but because you made that choice, and I commend you on your choice either way, because women's choice.
But also it sounded like you only made that choice because your friend said.
Influenced you.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still make the choice unless, I mean, you decided to meet him while you were at shitface 30 minutes after you talked to your friend. Like you still make that choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still on you. I just don't think you needed to, because you made the option about you and your body, and that was what was best for you. Congratulations, whatever. But like, I think I'm on board with you. Although he did offer, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't need it,
like, shit, I really, now I'm.
Which doesn't sound like that's the case.
Right.
Then. No, just leave it alone and tell your friend to mind her business.
Yeah, if it's more awkward for you to reach out for him,
or just tell your friend
that
yes, he already gave me the money, so she'll shut up.
Or just say, bitch, shut up.
Bitch, shut up.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Find your own owner.
Fuck off. Can you read the response, please? I think we're aligned.
Dear awkward Venmo mint.
I'm going to start saying homo mint.
Does that even...
Oh, that can go both ways, huh?
Homo mint?
Homo mint.
Oh, I am not allowed to say that, Biff.
Yes.
You're going to get me in trouble.
You can say homo.
I thought
It
that
means
was
so many things.
I thought that one was
You wouldn't
like
be using it like the F word that I can say and I'm afraid to.
homo isn't equivalent to like. I mean, I know it's obviously not.
Yeah, it's not like PC, but like
It's not derogatory. Homo?
I think honestly,
I
just
think it is.
keep it safe. I don't think it is because it's literally short for homosexual. However, I can't speak for the community. I would not be offended.
Yeah, but
To me, it's just like if you called me a homo, I'd be like, it'd be the same as you calling me gay. Because truth.
because where's the lie?
Like faggot, like that one is like,
Of course.
you know what I mean?
Right.
That's like calling a female a cunt or like,
Right.
you know, those
So
equivalents.
is homo like bitch
I would say
versus
so.
the F word and
Yeah.
cunt?
I would.
So homo is like the bitch of
Although we
terms.
say bitch.
Bitch.
Girl.
Right. So like homo bi.
I
Bitch
don't know.
bye.
It's so neutral that I don't feel anything.
Okay. Well, at least I'm with you and you're a gay man. So
Homoment. All this from one fucking word that doesn't exist.
Dear awkward Venmo moment.
Sorry.
You need to do what feels best for you. If you are over this whole situation and don't want to keep okay, I was right. Rehashing, not refacing it.
Yeah, it's not a cabinet.
Or reconnecting with this guy that you don't have any interest in, just move on. While it was the right thing for him to do to offer to help pay for the procedure, after all, it wasn't an immaculate conception. I understand why you want to just put this to rest. If you do not want to nudge him one more time, there is a Venmo feature that allows you to send a reminder so you don't have to actually communicate directly. But otherwise, I agree with letting it go so you can move forward. It sounds as though you were firm in your decision, but if any emotions arise, it's okay to sit with them too. It's also okay to reach out for support if you need it at any point. Life is funny and certain things can trigger us in ways we don't expect. Be well and take good care of yourself.
Beautiful.
She's perfect.
She's perfect.
She's perfect.
What's her name?
Natalie.
I don't know why I wanted to call her Valentina, but I'm going to go with Natalie.
Bencivenga.
Bencivenga. That's so hot.
Bencivenga.
Can you,
it is hot.
if you ever wanted to seduce me, that would be the way to do it.
Bencivenga.
No, just say that to me.
Bencivenga.
Like when we go out to dinner and they pour the wine in front of us and we
don't say
cheers.
Suka, say Bencivenga.
Suka?
Yes.
You're such an asshole. Next. Wait, do you have any qualms with that? I don't.
No.
I think that's beautifully
She's
written.
Perfect. No.
Yeah. That was
literally perfect.
The consideration. I think that's what I like about Natalie so far.
Do what fucking feels right for you to do.
Like,
and do nothing else but that.
This is very like Rachel Sievers.
Regardless.
Right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Rachel's perfect too.
Rachel's perfect.
Although, that bitch.
Yeah.
Cry. I'm just kidding. I love you.
She's good at it. She makes you feel, yo.
She makes you be normal. Trying to accommodate your husband's sex drive by bringing a boyfriend into the equation?
I'm making too many assumptions already, but I'm going to guess because of the rate of advice columnist writers that are female, that this is a female trying to bring in her boyfriend. A boyfriend? A third? You know what? I have too many questions. Why don't you just read it?
This was from the same page
July
of
23rd.
questions. Yes. 2023. Dear Natalie, my husband and I have very different sex drives. He could have sex every day if he could, but I'm definitely more of a once a weekish kind of guy.
Oh.
There you go. Your question has been answered.
I'm bored now.
Recently, we got into yet another discussion about our mismatched sex drives, and he came up with an interesting idea. He thinks he should get a boyfriend. At first, I was taken aback by this suggestion, but now I'm wondering if it's a solution to our problem. We've been married for almost 25 years.
What the fuck?
What?
He's been
How
cheating
old?
this whole time. He already has a guy in mind.
He's a wonderful man, and we raised 2 beautiful children together. I love him. I don't want a divorce, and neither does he, but we've been monogamous for our entire marriage. Do you think this is a good idea, or would it open the door to more issues and more reasons for therapy? Consciously staying coupled.
So he thinks it's a good idea?
He's toying with the thought. First he said no, and now he's
then
like
he was like,
thinking
"Oh, well,
maybe
maybe."
that could kind of solve issues for us. So it's now like a soft no.
Right. A limp no.
Yeah. Like as in my dick.
Yes.
You go take care of
Yes.
him.
Yes. Thank you. You just literally mansplained my pun
Do you?
to me.
To a gay man?
To the one who made the pun.
So, do you think this is
You're
a good
an
idea?
asshole.
Or would it open the door to more issues and more reasons for therapy?
Honestly, you won't know unless you try. It seems like you're a little open to it, and there is a little bit of nervousness on your side. So,
Rightly so.
I think, yes. Yeah, absolutely. This is really weird for me to say.
It's hard because we are very...
Right, we're monogamous.
Yes.
We're like
I'll
one
fucking
and
cut a
done.
bitch.
Right.
I'm all you need.
Cuttingedge.com.
Period.
And so...
But also, this reminds me of the conversation.
Mhm.
I'm not going to throw names around here.
Please don't.
But anyways, you were present for this conversation.
Oh, then we
with
should
a certain
have
couple.
this couple on to talk about this eventually. I know you'd agree.
Especially because I want to bang one of them.
Oh.
And how does that work in a gay relationship? I'm just kidding.
I mean, he's flexible, but next.
Me too. I can bite my own toenails.
Hetero-flexible.
I don't know what that means, but me too.
He'll play both fields.
You can play in my field all day. Anyways, we had this conversation because one partner was not open to an open relationship.
Right.
And then eventually became open to having an open relationship. And I was so fascinated.
The younger one.
Yes.
Okay, right.
I was so fascinated, and I just had all the questions. And you know me, I asked all those questions, and I still didn't get an answer that satiated me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm still fascinated by the concept that you can just, because what I took from the conversation was that it was somebody who was similar to us. Like that'd be the day
Okay.
that my man is going to bang someone else, whether
Mhm.
we're in agreement about it or not. But now, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
And like it's happened and I've been fine with it.
Mhm.
My brain just like,
You couldn't process.
no.
Does not compute.
I continue to ask the same question over because I'm like, I'm not fulfilled with this answer.
Mhm.
Like how?
Right.
So I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
Even though I know that from my understanding of it, having never been in like open relationships or anything like that, is that it's pretty much kind of comes down to trust and like security. Like I'm secure in who I am and in our relationship. And I trust that you're going to be communicating with me and honest with me and open with me. So I get that concept, but I still fucking doesn't answer my question. So I struggle with this one.
Yeah.
Even going from like, absolutely not bringing another man into our marriage
Mhm.
to like, all right, fine. You know?
Right. I wonder if, and this is more like a question for the room, so to speak, than it is a question for you, but I wonder if it's different given you're a hetero woman, kind of like bringing another man or another woman, you know what I mean? Like you're very aware. So bringing another man might offend your counterpart, but bringing another woman, you're
Would
like,
offend my counterpart.
well, it won't. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Cause you're like, that piece of equipment is circumstantial. But I wonder if that plays a different role in the mindset too. You know what I mean?
I don't,
Because in this specific
I don't know if I'm
relationship,
following.
well, this specific relationship, there's only one option, right?
Okay. Yep.
But if you had that dynamic,
Where it
would
could
you
be
have a
a
female
male
or
or
a
a
male?
woman.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But in this specific relationship, it seems to be, I don't want to make a call,
Right.
to be one option.
Right.
And so I'm wondering if that dynamic is different, A. And B, you make such a great effort to understand people where they're at. Like you literally go above and beyond. And that is one of your more admirable qualities.
Well, thank you.
I think it's a fantastic quality. The only thing that I can do to kind of liken it to this, and mind you, I'm with you. Like I don't have this same
like I wish
feeling,
a bitch
you know,
would.
even though like we all know my partner in the past has partooken in this. You know, like it's not my cup of tea or coffee or anything of the sort. But I'm wondering if it's something like, you know, if I was the one with the low sex drive, my partner was, if it was kind of like, you know, it's something that you would get used to, knowing that it was a condition of your relationship and you loved this person enough.
Yeah.
That you trusted them with all your heart and that much to, and it's not saying that if you're monogamous, you don't trust this person, you know.
Right.
But I mean, like, if you trusted them that, you know, they wouldn't stray on you emotionally.
Yeah. See, that's where I get the, I guess, I don't know if it'd be a stereotype, but males are less emotional. So for a lot of guys, sex is literally just sex. So I wonder if that changes things. If I'm a gay man and my husband's assuming also a gay man. Because it's easier for men to separate emotions from sex. I, as a man, would be less worried about my male partner being emotionally invested in sexual relationships versus I, as a female, have sex and I'm in love the first time, stereotypically.
Yeah, I think it's the emotional part that is the most concrete, like who you come home to at night, who you're with at the end of the day.
Right, that's what I mean. If for this specific writer, he referred to himself as he and his husband's a he, and they talked about bringing another boyfriend in. So I'm curious if that has any play at all in the situation, because it is easier for men to separate emotions from sex. Right. So like if I was a man, then I could understand that my partner, who's also a man, there's really great chances that he can have sex with people and not be emotionally invested.
Okay.
So I'm curious if that has any play at all in it.
I mean, it very well could be a factor with them and
like
their
even
dynamic.
with the persons I was talking to before about this situation.
Right. It's very possible, you know, that person who was less open to that open relationship type of dynamic, you know, we don't really know how that devolved, but eventually it became something that they're okay with. And, you know, that works for them, etc., whatever. But there are those men that can't. I'm with you. I'm on board. I don't separate emotion from sex. You know, like even back when I was single, if I had a regular fuck buddy, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Once I realized that they were regular, I was like, see you later. Yeah. Go back to your wife. And so
Beth!
What?
Don't throw yourself under the bus.
I don't have to. We did this like 50 episodes ago.
Fair.
Plus, that was so long ago. But Yeah, I can't speak for anyone on that because I don't have that same
Right, you've
separation.
never-
I am with you. I can only speculate where it's like something that if you don't have experience in it, it's something that you try, and if you don't like it, you know what I mean? But you have to be reasonable. The assumption here is that you're reasonable. If you agree to try it, then you're going to try it and not get mad at the other person. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at them for going along with something that you agreed to as a collective. Let me rephrase.
Yes, logically.
Let me rephrase. You can get mad. However,
Right.
please try to temper that anger because it is something you agreed to, and they can only take you for your actual verbal, like what you say to them.
Yeah, so what if we tested it? What if you and I, as a gay couple, went out to the bar?
You're the hottest dude I've ever seen. Yabos and all.
Fucking A.
Fucking A. Ben. Drinking.
So you and I, as a gay couple, go out to the bar. You are the one who has the highest sex drive and are looking towards possibly adding an addition to our marriage. Me originally being like...
There's no addition. It's just his boyfriend, from what you said.
I thought it said a boyfriend.
I guess we took that a different way,
He
too.
thinks he should get a boyfriend.
Right, for himself, is my understanding. Yes. Okay. So not for them to play with, but for the boyfriend to have. Right.
A side bro.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I have a new answer to this.
So we're at the bar. You want a side bro. I'm like, I don't know. At first I'm like, no. But now I'm like, if it'll shut you the fuck up and get you the fuck off me, let's think about this.
Okay.
So we're at the bar. We're testing this theory. You see an attractive man. You go over and start flirting and start doing your thing. How do I feel?
I don't know. Tell me. How do you feel?
That's the test.
The test. Well, the test would be how do you feel?
Exactly.
It wouldn't be like so.
Exactly. How do I feel? How do I handle that situation? Just from you talking, let alone knowing that you two are leaving the bar and going home to fuck. If I can't handle seeing you at the bar...
Here's my argument. That's not a boyfriend.
That you're not gonna...
That's not a boyfriend.
That's even worse if it's a boyfriend.
No, if it's a boyfriend... Well, actually, I do agree with that. And that's where I said, like...
If I can't
have an
handle
answer to that.
You dating... I mean, flirting, not dating. If I can't handle you flirting with somebody else at a bar... I damn sure ain't handling you being in a whole fucking relationship.
Right. So that's where I was... Let me tell you what I was thinking as a response to this.
Please do, because I'm mad at you as my boyfriend.
So if this is something you wanted to entertain as a thought, I would actually suggest not doing him getting a boyfriend, but being a little open on his side with your approval on who his partner was with, you know what I mean? This is kind of an arrangement that gay couples do as a thing. It works. For some. But approving who you're going to hook up with. I wouldn't suggest a boyfriend per se because then you risk the emotional part of it, right?
I would think so.
So that's where I am with you.
Because it's the same person you're repeatedly seeing, you're banging.
But then I would say, now, rather to your point, if we went to a bar and we were going to try this and you know, hitting on someone, then me as the quote unquote reasonable boyfriend would be like, I actually don't feel comfortable with it. Or keep going. I'll say uncle when he's your uncle. Like, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
No, but yes.
But no. So I think there are a lot of dynamics to explore within this concept.
Would we rather our husband banging one other person, or would we rather our husband banging multiple other people?
Well, we can't talk about that. We don't even rather our husband bang anyone else other than us. So we can't answer that.
You're going to have one side buddy who you risk catching feelings for, or you just have multiple, just new one every other night. Like,
what's the risk there?
No emotions, but
Mm-hmm.
700.
But sorry, that wasn't even funny. I just had to say it.
Or just a constant shuffle of different people. Are we okay with any of this? Are we okay with all of this? Are we okay with one and not the other? Would we prefer one
a regular
boyfriend, right? That it's like, okay, well, it's been a year. You guys are definitely in love.
Right. We're not watching a movie.
Like,
get the fuck out when you're done. We can't speak to this from our perspective at all because you and I will literally sit in a corner and judge everyone.
No, I'm killing them all. I'm not judging any of them. I'm killing them.
No, we're not in the relationship. We're spectators. No.
Let's see. Natalie's amazing, so let's see what she says. Dear consciously staying coupled, I guess the question isn't so much whether or not this is a good idea. Waiting.
Consciously staying coupled. I didn't even think of that as the sign off.
What does that change for you?
To me, it doesn't signal emotional investment. That's their sign off, right?
Consciously staying
Natalie
coupled.
didn't just come up with
Do you
that.
Do you think this is a good idea, or would it open the door to more issues and more reasons for therapy? Consciously staying coupled.
That doesn't signal emotional investment to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Because to me, that screams like we're really working on this. We're consciously working on this relationship.
To me, it says I'm consciously trying to be in this relationship. Like I'm forcing myself. It's not natural.
You're conscious of it.
Yeah,
that means
I'm not natural.
I'm aware that there's issues, but I'm super working on them. Versus like, I'm just autopilot.
So I didn't think of it from the issues part of it. I thought about it from the emotion versus no emotion. Like I'm conscious that I don't have the feelings and I'm trying to do you know what I'm trying to say? I can't really articulate but it's just like you're not on autopilot. You're literally you're forcing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But I get your point, and your point's really good too. So you may continue.
Okay.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know, the first sentence.
Okay. I guess the question isn't so much whether or not this is a good idea, but whether or not you feel as though this is the solution. What happens if the boyfriend wants more than sex? What happens if your husband forms a deep emotional bond with this other person? Are you ready for those kinds of conversations? I am not against the idea of an open marriage, but significant boundaries have to be put into place, along with conversations surrounding sexual safety and mutual respect. Your husband also needs to be very transparent with whomever he decides to engage with so that they understand the casual nature of this relationship and do not expect things to progress emotionally or otherwise unless you're really ready to change the nature of your relationship. Both of you should have the opportunity to share at any point if you aren't comfortable with this new relationship and pull the plug on it. If you are already going to therapy as a couple, I suggest you continue as new feelings and challenges may arise. I do applaud you for being willing to try and give him what he needs, but don't lose yourself in this situation either. You are his husband and should be treated as the number one priority on his list.
Fuck Natalie.
She's perfect.
That's wonderful.
She's perfect.
Wow.
I wish she was like my aunt that I could go to for anything. She's going to give me this advice.
Auntie Nat.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. The perspective that you need to have those boundaries and all that, that's what I was talking about earlier. And I mean, if I were in an open relationship, my boundaries would be that I'm not in an open relationship. Right.
I'll kill you both.
Right. There's that cuttingedge.com again. That's 3 times tonight. Must be a thing.
You're welcome.
But we should literally try to see if that's available so we can redirect to illadvisedthepodcast.com.
I feel like I'm almost certain Cutting Edge is a real thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep talking on Google.
No, don't Google.
I'm Googling.
We don't need that.
I'm going to
Don't go to cuttingedge.com.
No,
Do it.
I am.
Do it.
You're talking. I'm Googling.
Yeah, I loved that perspective though. And not because I just said it, but because that's a real thing to consider too. You know, I don't know a lot of open couples that don't have boundaries.
Right. If that situation is going to happen, or not happen, if going to be successful, it's going to be because of shared communication.
Right. That's the only reason it would succeed.
Yeah.
You know, and then you'd have to trust that they'd be honest with you 100% the whole time that they're seeking shelter in someone else's shelter.
Best place to buy quality pre-owned knives.
I should have seen that coming. I'm a chef.
Cuttingedge.com with American flag at the top and everything.
Oh.
We sell pre-owned knives on consignment from knife owners like you. These knives include quality using knives, older, hard-to-find discontinued knives, as well as handmade knives from various knife makers.
All knives.
These are not cooking knives.
Some of them are.
Arkansas made Wilderness.
Oh,
$300.
No.
Oh, look at the chode ratchet.
Is that what it's called?
No, saber. But it looks like a chode. This one definitely looks like a chode. These are not cooking knives, Biff.
Okay, well.
Is this site legal? I don't think it is for Massachusetts.
I actually think it might be.
Well, I thought blade had to be the length of your palm.
Everyone's palm is different, so that
legal.
Can't be the legal word.
Right, but you can't own a knife bigger than your palm. If cops stopped you and you had a pocket knife and the blade was bigger than your palm, then it's not legal.
When you read law, it's very finite. Like there's a hard stop. So to me, even though there's a law open to interpretation, let me say, there's a hard stop. So to me, when I think about how it's written legally, there would be like either a maximum or there would be like a length, you know what I mean? Which is essentially a maximum, so it doesn't matter. But there would be a maximum. You can't have...
Right, your palm.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, because I can't own a knife bigger than my palm.
But that leaves room for interpretation about what a palm is. Where does it begin? Where does it end? This way?
No, because I think it specifies your palm, the owner's palm.
I don't think, just my experience with law, I don't think that your palm or owner's palm would be written in there unless it was 1882.
How often do we change laws around here in Massachusetts?
Every November when we vote for them.
God damn it. I can't even take that back.
Okay.
Because I'm not this person.
Doing good. Doing great.
Longer than 1/2 inches. Restricted knives, stilettos, daggers, double-edged knives, ballistic knives, automatic knives with a blade longer than 1 1/2 inches.
Of what?
And any device which enables a knife with a locking blade to be drawn at a locked position. These items are also referred to as per se dangerous weapons.
So 1 1/2 inches, period. Oh no, 1/2 inches.
Longer than 1.5 inches are illegal to carry.
Our palms are way longer than the 1 1/2 inches. Are you literally looking at your hand wondering if your hand is definitely...
Not this way.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay. These were really good questions. And Natalie had some fantastic perspective.
I love her. We definitely need to
do her
again.
Yeah, we'll do her again.
I'll do you again.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there. But that's it. Is that all we have this week?
That is.
That is, huh?
That is.
We'd give you more, but we're all out of shit. But in the meantime, why don't you catch up on all of our episodes at illadvisedthepodcast.com or send us your questions, your comments, and all of your concerns to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com.
And drinks.
And drinks. I always forget the drinks. Why?
Because
Send us your drinks. All of them. Your combinations, your wines, your beers, we're open.
we are open.
We're
not
open.
open in relationships, but we are open to drinks.
Right. And my legs are clearly closed right now. Yours too. So
Yes.
drinks only.
Drinks only.
Drinks only.
Unless you have great dick pics.
And where else can they find us, Biff?
On social media.
Oh, word.
So you can find our reels on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Ill-Advised the Podcast.
You guys are wonderful. You're beautiful. Everything about you is great.
Send us all the dick pics.
And your knife shouldn't be any longer than 1 1/2 inches. And thank you for listening.
You've been ill-advised.